Hi, Gamer here. In this lecture, we see how to install the latest version of the City Sample project and how to configure it with the Houdini plugin. So without further ado, let's go with it. The first thing you need to do is to go to the Epic Launcher and start it. Once you open the fab, all you have to do is do a lookup for City Sample and you select the City Sample project. The next step would be to create project. So I click on create project and make sure to select the latest version of Unreal Engine, which is the 5.8. I keep the default folder, which is on my C drive. So this is where the project will live in. Make sure that you have also your Epic Vault cache in a drive that has space enough. If you're running out of space, I have made a lecture for this on how you can configure your Vault cache on a drive that is more big. So go check it here. All right. So we create the project. So this process can take a lot of time. So we'll pause the video and come back once it's done. All right. It took a bit of time, but it finally installed the city sample in the folder we put on. So let's open it. Nice. So the first map is always the startup map, and there's a bit of a recommendation about the hardware configuration you need to run the city properly. But if you want to have the city, you go to the content drawer, and you go to the map folder, and there you found these maps. The big city is the one that if you have a good config, if you have good configuration, go with it. But I always recommend to go with the small city. So let's open up the small city, and this level contains the demonstration city that we need. Right? You can see that we have a downgraded version of the city. So what we need, we have to go to the word partition, and we need to load regions because you can see there's no region here. So let's load the region. Do a right click here, and what we do, do a load region from selection. So depending on your PC, it will take more or less time, but finally you end up with the city loaded. So we'll wait for the shaders to finish compiling, and then we can run the city. So always wait for the shaders to finish. Right? So if you have a good machine, you can still go with the Epic scalability, but if you're working with the city, I prefer always go less like high and go open the city. But it's up to you. So you can see that I reduced the scalability for the high, and now we can dive in the city. And if you want to play the city, all you have to do is just push the play button. Obviously, if you are on the city for the first time, the compiler process will take a bit of time. So meanwhile, let's check the plugins that come with the city sample. The first thing you have to go is here in the plugins folder, and you have all those plugins that you need if you want to go more into the technical aspect of the city. So each one of these plugins have a special role that you need. So let's compare it with an old version of the city sample project, and this one, so you can see that I have the 5.0 version, and I also have the 5.5 version. And if we go to the plugins folder, you can see the difference between the two. This one has a third-party folder, which is the only difference between the two, because this one you need to put it. And the third party contains the Houdini plugin. So don't look for the Houdini plugin, you won't find it. It won't come with the city sample project, you have to put it yourself. So the way to do that, all you need to do is go to the side effects website and look for the plugin. Obviously, if you don't have, it depends on your version of Houdini. And if you don't have a compiled version, you have to do it yourself. I also did a lecture on my channel. Go check it here, and you can find there a link on how to compile your plugin, your Houdini plugin for the city sample project for the UE 5.8. So go check this video. It's a big lengthy video, but it's worth your time if you want to get your things up and running. So I already did that. So all I need to do is go and take from the project, from the Unreal project folder. So we'll go here, and I have my Houdini, my compiled version of the Houdini plugin that goes with my version of Houdini, which is the version 21.0.440. So what I need to do, I need to copy this plugin folder, the Houdini Engine, which is this plugin. I need to copy and put it with the city sample so it works. So let's do that. So how to do that? You need to go to city sample, go to the plugins folder, and you can just put it here in the plugin folder. No need to put the third party. I don't think it's mandatory. All you need to do is just put the Houdini plugin here, and you need to restart the city sample project. So this is my Houdini version, by the way. This is the one I used, the 21.0.44. So let's close this, and let's go back to the city, and you can see now that it's working, right? So this is the city. You can walk on it. It's a bit laggy because I'm recording, and also I'm putting a bit of effort on my graphic card. So let's stop playing, and let's check the Houdini plugin, and you can see obviously it's not there. So what we need to do, we need to close Unreal. So we have a bit of save content. Yeah, let's save. And let's go back now to the folder and open up the city sample project again. And let's check if it did open up the Houdini plugin. All right, you can see now that we have a new icon, which is called the Houdini Engine. And now we can create session with Houdini. I prepared a whole complete list on my YouTube channel for that. You have the link here. Go check it on how to make your own custom city with the city sample project and Houdini. The list is a bit outdated, so I advise you to go check my Udemy course where I do all the steps you need from start to finish. So I think it's pretty much it for this lecture. I thank you if you hang out till here. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit up the like button. It helps a lot the channel. And I see you in the next one.